Welcome back to the Nickel and Dime Football Show. It's your boy Suds, the man behind the wheels of steel, Drew, editing this very show for you, the people. Listen, while you are at it, make sure to take a look down below, like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. It really helps us out with the SEOs, everything that we are doing to get this content to you guys. Listen, this is the last week before the playoffs start. So many things on the line. Who gets it done? It's Nickel and Dime.
Oh, Shawn, I felt good, man. I got to watch the games, watch some Red Zone channel because I don't care how the Panthers are doing anymore this year, as long as they're losing and getting that draft pick. So I just got to turn on the Red Zone channel from start to finish, and I enjoyed this Sunday.
Did you? I mean, that's great. And not only that, but I'm sure that you watched all the kind of crazy action in the Bengal game, Bengal Kansas City game.
Ooh,
yeah, making it was a little tight in the Bucks game. Tennessee. I mean, we're gonna talk about it all. We're gonna talk about it all.
Man. We got some. Your Bucks game was entertaining on multiple levels.
Close for my comfort there, sir. Way too close for my comfort. The baby-faced assassin almost took us out, man.
Ooh. All right. Well, we'll start off. We'll go ahead and get it out of the way. The Saints beat the Panthers, blah, blah, blah. Listen to this stat that I found. Since the 3-0 start, the Panthers, gave us hope. 3-0. Starting
3-0. Long slide.
Since then, Darnold, in the games he has played, 141 for 257, 4 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
That you can't get. I mean, you could get a worse stat line.
13 turnovers in 8 games.
He has got a penchant for turnovers, man. I mean, what are you doing with that guy in the offseason? Because I know he's under contract, but are they really looking to move on? Because that's not starting quarterback worthy.
Who's going to take him?
Yeah.
Who's going to take that salary? Because now if we cut him, we're just eating that money. And we already gave up a second and a fourth for him. That's what hurts, is we gave up prime draft capital for this dude.
Yeah. And maybe it wouldn't hurt so bad, and they would just kind of get rid of Sam Darnold if they weren't already paying other quarterbacks, which we talked about on the show before.
I think Teddy comes off the books. I think
maybe I don't know, but listen, the Saints won the game, man, and they stay alive with a chance.
Most of the game.
Yes, they were, and I thought it was gonna be the end of them boys for y'all, but nah. Look,
hey, we're hanging on to that 6th spot, that 6th draft spot. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at.
I mean, you made it count last year, but look, they the Saints got your boy shook, and I don't want to see him, to be honest. Like,
I understand.
That's that bugaboo.
Are you going to become an Atlanta fan this week?
Oh, for sure. ATL, Dirty Bird, A-Town Stomp, all the dances. Like, I'm gonna be doing those. Cam Jordan, bro. I hate Cam Jordan.
Yeah,
but
same.
For as bad as he was early this season, there might not be a hotter pass rusher in the league right now than Cam Jordan. 3.5 sacks. Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, that he did. The one play that Cam came in was a bust, and then Darnold just stunk it up there. So I just love all the finger pointing. Like, that's what upsets me the most. You know what I mean? Like, I would take this L on the chin. Like, trust me, I've seen him plenty of times. You know what I mean?
Right.
When I first became a Panthers fan, it would be good year, terrible year, good year, terrible year, good year, terrible year. So I'm used to it. I could take this on the chin, but every time my quarterback or my coach gets on the podium, there's like, I didn't do this. He did it. I didn't do what? And how do you build on that? How do you go from there?
That's why I don't really see there being anything other than some type of regime change. Like, I don't.
It's gotta be.
I don't know if it's the coach and the GM or if it's just going to be the coach. Like, I don't know, but
I'm good with
finger
giving
pointing.
Fitterer another chance because he tried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he tried to make some. I still don't understand bringing Cam back into this mess because he somehow hurt his legacy more than beforehand. So
yeah, that he did. But your boy, like Fitterer's put some good pieces on that team.
he
Though.
has.
Like
look at our defense. I'm enjoying our defense. I'm going to be very upset if Reddick walks. I'll understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's going to be a big blow.
People are playing it, and that was on a 1-year prove it deal, and he proved it.
Oh, so no doubt. Now we got to pay him.
Yep, people pay a premium for pass rushers, so he'll have a lot of suitors, man. But I guess you want to get into this Buffalo ATL game?
I do. Because your boy's fully back. If we were concerned, Josh Allen is Josh Allen once again.
I mean, yes, rushing the ball, yes, and right. Surprisingly so.
Just doing what it takes to win, because he did throw the 3 picks. That's not what you want to see.
No, not at all.
But my man found the end zone. He was like, "Well, throwing's not working.
Yeah,
let's do something else."
Well, and I think that is part of what makes them so dangerous. But as far as the unpredictability. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen being able to do that with 3 picks. Like if your quarterback those three picks, you would think you lost the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So but 2 TDs.
How long have you been waiting to hear this? Singletary, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I was just about to say that. And the question I have, Drew, is this the run game that is it going to be sustainable in the playoffs? Because they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I really believe they're going to need that in the playoffs, and I don't know if they can do it. I need to see it a little bit more.
I mean, it's at least suited for if it's snowing in Buffalo for that first game. You know what I mean? If they can get the Russian, because I mean, how much do you attribute the lack of being able to throw the ball to the weather conditions?
Well, and also like talking about throwing conditions, Josh Allen is a strong arm quarterback who can actually kind of be an equalizer in that situation. But ideally, I believe what you're getting at is talking about the run game. This is the run game I want to see though.
Yeah.
Like, and hopefully they can get that done. But yeah, Singletary had a day. It is. I do want to give a quick shout out to AJ Terrell, bro. AJ Terrell, dude is balling as of late and is the highest rated cornerback per PFF this season right now.
Look at that.
Yes, sir.
One of the bright spots on this Atlanta team right now.
Yeah.
Him and Pitts, they got a bright future.
Yeah, those two.
Just those two. That's it. The rest of the team.
They need to put some team around them.
No, I hear you. I mean, they've been trying to put a team around Matt Ryan for the last decade. You know what I mean? So it worked 1 year. That's about it.
Yeah, and I mean, he's like his numbers were less than stellar. You know what I'm saying? But like he wasn't the problem again. So like I think. Maybe something question to come later on this show. We'll talk about.
Ooh, I like it. Well, let's talk about the game of the week, that Bengals and Chiefs. They put on a show. That was a playoff caliber game, man. That was fantastic.
They did, man. Does everybody finally believe in the Bengals now, Drew?
I think you have to. That was a big old slap in the face to people that weren't paying attention. That's for sure. Then is this the final? Because he's been playing great, but is this the final nail in the shut up about not drafting Sewell talk?
I think it has to be. I think it has to be. Like Chase, bro, 266 yards, 3 TDs. Touchdowns.
Yeah,
and like it wasn't like these were just like volume catches. Like this was Jamar Chase putting his stamp on the league, on arguably the best team of the last 5 years, in a national spot. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like Sunday night, but it went viral very quickly.
It
did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Because Burrow again having another stellar game, 446 and 4 touches.
Yeah, and
a little scary situation there at the end though, when they decided to come out and kick that because he got popped in that knee again.
Yeah, but if you're the team, I think you want to like. It's fine. Like he got back up. He was
smoking that cigar in the locker room. He's fine.
Right. He could take the hit and get back up. But listen, Drew, I think this was more of a obviously, Drew, man, I think this bodes well for the Cincinnati Bengals, more so than the Chiefs, who still put up a good fight. Like if you see Kansas City with 31 points, you'd think they won the game.
Right.
But this was a Bengals team, a young Bengals team, who proved that they could do it in the biggest spot when they needed it for playoff seeding. Obviously, like you want to see this team at home instead of being on the road, also still being a young team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Get those fans behind them.
Yep.
Shawn, you know I love my stories. You know,
Love
I love my drama.
Love them.
How fitting was it that Ryan Tannehill ended the Dolphins' playoff run?
Oh man. I mean, that story, I didn't even think about it, man. That story writes itself.
Yeah.
That story, and ended it with a stamp, bro. Ended it with a stamp. Yeah.
He only had to throw for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns because Foreman took care of the rest for 132 yards and a touch. Tua.
I mean, listen, again, the focus is going to be whether he's the quarterback or not. Like, just because he was underwhelming. My man was 18 to 38 for just over 200 yards, 38 passes, just over 200 yards, 53.1 passer rating, Drew. 53.1, man. 53.1. And I'm going to kick it to you on this second season in a row, Drew, that Miami just shows that they are not the team in like the last game of the year, you know, down the stretch when you really need to kind of take that step. Second year in a row, they haven't done it. Even so it was a hot streak a fluke?
I don't think it was a fluke. I think they figured out what made them a really good team in the first place. You know what I mean? Like that defense, and they don't have the run game to have such a game manager at quarterback. You got to have a beast of a run game in order to have a cautious, let's not turn the ball over and hope for the best quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to have one or the other. You got to have a passing game or a running game. We know this, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and that's actually, you kind of teed me right up for that, because that's what they are lacking. Like they definitely didn't really do much in the rush game, which I'll actually get to in a second, because they were actually running the ball pretty well, I think, like based on the yards, but passing the ball, like Titans put the clamps on Waddle. So Gesicki only still 51 yards.
Still the best touchdown celebration of the game.
It is. And Parker only had 46 yards, so they need somebody. Gesicki is sick. That's my dude. I love Mike Gesicki.
I didn't even know Parker was back in the lineup, my dude. Like he's disappears so much.
He's been forgettable. So they need a dynamic wide receiver, which they have, but they need more. And I think you can get that. Matter of fact, I'm not even thinking about Waddle, because like they made him largely ineffective. Titans are tightening though, because they are proving that they can still run the ball without Derrick Henry. So the Titans don't need Derrick Henry. I mean, they don't need Derrick Henry.
Stay tuned for housekeeping notes, right? Might be some good news in that department heading their way.
I like it.
Well, the Raiders stay alive as well. They do enough to beat the Colts, which I loved seeing. Aside from a Mariota sighting, Mr. Carr went 255 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks, but we'll overlook that because he got the dub. But makes this last week super interesting. Colts could have sealed it up, but they didn't.
Nah, and now more intrigue for you, the fans, and us with you. Is great because, like, honestly, Drew, it seems like the Raiders just wanted it more.
They did.
And I don't know. And the stats kind of tell, like, the defense didn't have a whole bunch of splash plays. Like, it wasn't a whole bunch of spectacular stuff, but they did what they needed to do. And our boy ECU had on you is backwards right now, and I don't feel like messing up the headphones to show you, but ECU Pirate Zay Jones
crushing it,
making himself a name as a possession receiver, doing what he did in college. This is what he did in college.
Mm-hmm. I love people who are like, the Raiders don't have a wide receiver outside of Renfro. He's like, what's up? Okay.
Right. And they need it though, because they don't have, hopefully Ruggs situation, like that's something different now. And then he's right. So like, but that's what I'm saying. So like, they needed somebody to step up, and good on Zay, man. Good on Zay Jones.
Yeah, love to see it.
And Drew, one last note about the Raiders. Pro tip, do not throw 50-50 balls up deep to Deshaun Jackson.
I knew you were going to take it.
He won't fight for it. That's not his game.
That's not his game. If he can't beat you running, he's not going to do it.
Not doing that. That's why. So one of those picks. That's what Derek Carr threw. Yeah. And shot on the corner for making the play, but that ain't he not fighting at this stage. Any stage really.
That's never been his. He's never been a possession guy.
Not his forte.
Nah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take your victory lap. Bucks make that comeback against the Jets. You know,
listen,
it was a little scary. It was a little scary there for a second. Man.
Any given Sunday, the Jets gave a hobbled Tampa team everything they wanted, and in the end, Tom Brady. Was he just pissed off? Was it the end of the game and he looked at the clock? He's like, all right. I have no idea, man. I just didn't see it coming. I thought if anything, it was going to be more dink and dunk, but trying to get, out route, stuff like that to the sideline and maybe get there within the 5-yard line, within the red zone to win the game. I did not see a deep pass with those receivers that were on the field. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Was it not just a reenactment of his New England days when he didn't have a popular wide receiver? You know what I mean? And he's used to doing this.
Exactly. And that's why Tom Brady is Tom Brady. And another question on that a little bit later on. But and not only was it a dime from Tampa Tom, but Cyril Grayson with the hands and the dexterity and
who I am.
Right. Talking about toe tap Tony left the game. You know what I'm saying? Cyril Grayson toe tapping on the sideline to win the game. And of course, the storyline taken away from all that is Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? So there's a bunch of conspiracy theories out there about what exactly happened. What does your gut tell you happened?
My gut tells me that it's a little bit of kind of coaxing what really happened from the Tampa side, but a big part of me does believe that it was kind of Antonio really kind of throwing a tantrum. He wasn't okay, so you tell me he's hurt. So you're jogging out of here. You're doing jumping jacks, waving to the crowd in the end zone. Your ankle hurts. You know what I'm saying? You can't. So not only that, but Drew, there was incentives tied to this as well. So it made more sense for him to go back in the game. He needed 8 catches for a third of
some yards, right?
Yeah, or something like that. I know he needed 8 more catches for a third of $1 million, and then another close thing for another third of $1 million. So why would you not want to go in the game if the coach is asking you to go in the game? So
he had Nets tickets, man.
Apparently he had to get there. Had to get to
his Uber was outside. Which thank y'all for sending that to me, saying that is this Drew Harrison?
I love that. But yeah, we got the dub. We needed it too.
Yeah, that's fair.
We needed it.
Another team that needed it. The Rams beat the Ravens. Closer game than possibly thought with Lamar being out because Stafford keeps turning over the ball. It was his 4th pick 6.
Yeah. Early by Chuck Clark too. Love Chuck Clark.
Can't do that in the playoffs.
Nah, and it gets that much. It's that much more paramount in those type of one game scenarios. But in the end, I want to say, is McVay asking too much of? You know what I'm saying? Is he asking too much of Stafford? But this is also the quarterback who, despite those early picks, did actually bring them back to win the game.
Yeah. Still had 309 yards and 2 touchdowns on top of the 2 picks. But, I mean, they got Sony Michel's picked it up. You know what I mean? Akers might be back for the playoffs. So, I mean, the run game is there.
Run game is it didn't do as well as the last couple of weeks, but it's consistent.
I mean, it is
and I do like that.
Hard to run on them.
We can't not mention the defense. You know what I'm saying? Because they look like they are peaking at the right time. Von Miller's starting to get one-on-ones, 2 sacks.
Yep.
I just feel like the Rams will if somebody figures out how to stop Cooper Kupp, what are they going to do? Because he is such a huge volume of
OBJ's
their
getting
offense.
touchdowns now, though.
Well, he is, and I want to see like them to, like if you take that away, is it disjointed now? You know,
I do hate that Van Jefferson was coming on and it's kind of taking a back seat now that OBJ's picked it up. I do hate that was a byproduct of OBJ's kind of career resurrection was Jefferson had to suffer a little bit.
Yeah, and hopefully, I mean, he'll still get his shot. I mean, obviously, he was going to be there. He is in their future plans. But OBJ is a better receiver at this point in his career than Van Jefferson is. And if honestly, like if it's him, then he should be doing everything he can to learn, and that way he can ball out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got OBJ and Cooper Kupp there. Learn all that you can.
Yep.
And you're getting passes from Stafford. So, I mean, come on. I mean, life could be a little rough.
Yeah.
Well, life is good in Philly. They clinched their playoff spot by beating the football team.
Yeah, they did that. Hopefully those fans is all right, Drew. Like,
that was crazy, right? The railing drop.
Right. And then I did see that Washington football team, apparently some fans said that they did nothing.
Yeah, there's like, what are you talking about? It didn't happen.
Right. Yeah. Liability, man.
That's typical Washington football stuff.
But of course, before we start to talk about the game, but like shout out Jalen Hurts in this time of Corona. Obviously, I think that man is vaccinated because as soon as all them fans got up, he was hugging the shit out of all of them. That is such a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Such a good guy.
We've always been pulling for him.
Yeah. And he's got that team peaking at the right time. Talking about that.
I did see a fun little theory today that after the Broncos are sold, the NFL is going to force Washington to be sold. Because they don't want two teams for sale at the same time.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Fun little tidbit I read on Twitter today. So
interesting. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Shout out to Randy Slack for that little
Randy,
the voice of Wilmington. But yeah, how about these Eagles? How'd you feel about their performance on Sunday?
Honestly, like I felt like Jalen Hurts did what he needed. He did what he needed to do, and the running game, like
Scott did get it into the end zone.
Yeah, like it was what it was, but like I think this team is going as he goes right now. The defense starting to pick it up. Like we'll see what happens with some of the injuries or whatnot. But like honestly, I for as much as I have to give it to Jalen Hurts, I've also got to give it to Nick Sirianni.
I know. I've heard his name pop up so much.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
as long as he stays off the podium, I'm fine.
Right. Like he's got his team working, man. And like they are in the playoffs. Yeah. So like regardless if they lose next week, they are still in the playoffs. They'll just be the 7th seed. So they got a chance, man. And I say that, and immediately if we play y'all boys,
I hate you.
I hate you because Philly and the Bucks got a long-standing hatred relationship when it comes to playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we got y'all boys when it counted. Yeah. We got y'all boys, and I know I let it burn in your chest, Rondé Barber. Pick 6 to shut down the vet, baby.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch these playoffs with you. This is gonna be so good. Chargers keep their playoff hopes alive, take care of the Broncos. Herbert continues to do Herbert things, 237 yards, 2 touchdowns. Eckler found the end zone, so that's good news for the Chargers.
Yeah. I honestly, I really loved what the Chargers are doing, man. Like
I'm so glad you've came around.
Well, this is the problem though, is they hold on. Come back in. Oh, damn. I didn't highlight it. That's what it was. Put this right here. Give me my notes on this.
I'll come back in on glad to see you come around.
Yeah. I just got 2 notes on this game.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. All right. It's good to see you come around to the dark side of the Chargers.
Listen, man, the Chargers, they take care of business. Like they took care of business, and now, Drew, they have an opportunity in front of them. Win and you're in.
Yeah,
we'll talk about this a little bit more in a bit, but just a workman-like performance. It wasn't anything that was super spectacular, but they didn't need that to beat the Broncos. Drew, my question to you is Is Joey Bosa low-key overrated?
I've never been either Bosa brother fan. You know what I mean? Like they just, I don't know. I've never wanted to like. I would always want to be around like an NFL player. Like that'd always be pretty cool. But if someone was like, walk this way to meet the Bosas, I'd be like, no.
That's funny. That's funny because like right when you said, I don't know, like your voice, like you said, I don't know, but your voice said meh. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, I mean they're big guys that could get to the quarterback.
Yeah, and I think like
they get hurt a lot.
They get hurt a lot. And that's why like I just don't understand.
You saw no, I'm just
please
don't come after me.
No, he said it, not me. Nah, but you're right. They do get hurt a lot, man. And I think like that's kind of derailing the pass rush progress. I mean, Bosa still has 9.5 sacks, but like,
yeah,
you know, like
I'd rather watch Myles Garrett, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
A couple NFC notes to get out of here. Cardinals take care of the Cowboys. Cardinals, what a team to pick to get out of that losing streak.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I thought Dallas was going to take this game, especially the way that Dallas had been basically kind of running over folks the past couple of weeks with that offense. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought it would be a game. I definitely thought Dallas would win. So
yeah.
Shout out to Arizona because it seems that when their back is against the wall, people don't think that they can win the game. That's when they shock people yet again. And it still seems surprising every time they do it, but it shouldn't be a surprise at this point.
Right. Well, Packers clinch that number 1 spot. The NFC goes through Lambeau.
Again.
Stop me if you've heard this before.
Yeah. It's going. I mean, it is. And I think if you get a snow game, it just might be Green Bay's to take. You know what I'm saying?
I love snow at Lambeau in the playoffs.
And bro, the way this weather pattern has been, I don't doubt that it will be snow up there come playoff time.
Yeah.
But other than that, Drew, like it's going through there a lot. And they haven't closed the deal. Like always a bridesmaid,
man. It's so crazy to me to still think that out of this crazy, ridiculously good career Aaron Rodgers has had, 1 Super Bowl win.
Yeah. And they were talking about it today on a couple of spots, but like people seem to think that they're just like this situation that's happening right now with them being so good, getting that number 1 seed, that it's just roses. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just they're putting a pretty smell on it, but Aaron Rodgers is still maybe talking about leaving this offseason. Yeah. I don't know if that's what happened. That'd be
so fun if he did win the Super Bowl there, and he's like, all right.
But I think that's the question is like if they do win the Super Bowl, it's likely, but if they don't win the Super Bowl, does that increase the chance? You know what I'm saying? So like, especially,
I think he's gone no matter what.
Oh,
here's a fun little stat. The last 2 years combined, Aaron Rodgers versus the NFC North, 36 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Blanked them.
What?
He blanked them.
That's their division.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy good. How does that even happen?
Right. Love it. All right. Well, let's get into my favorite segment, 3 and Out. Sir, take it away on first down.
All right, man. First down. Listen, we talk about quarterbacks a lot because it's drama. Like it's the most drama. Which quarterback is more likely to force their way off of their current team's roster? Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, or Matt Ryan?
Ooh, I like the Matt Ryan sprinkle in there.
Told you we talk about it.
I think Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson are gone. I think with how bad Seattle ended this year and the need to shake things up on both sides, I think Russell's gone first.
Yeah, like early in the offseason.
Yeah, I think he's like, let's not drag this out, man. Do you want out? I want out. You want me gone? Like, let's get this over with.
Right. I like and that's the reason why I put Matt Ryan in there is because like people have heard about the other 2 quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like Matt Ryan has not been that bad. Like he's been bad some games.
Can you imagine him with
like
a Denver team or something?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think Matt Ryan still has enough in the tank if you protect him. Atlanta's offensive line gave up another 5 sacks yesterday, Drew.
He's
you know what I'm saying?
Beat up his entire career.
And that's what I'm saying. So like if you put that man behind a good offensive line, I think he has some left.
Where would you like to see him go?
Denver's a good choice. Like, you always be spot on with those, but Denver's a good choice. If Aaron Rodgers is gone,
Green Bay,
why not go to Lambeau? You know what I'm saying? Like Pittsburgh, you know what I mean?
Because
like,
we all know Jordan Love isn't the answer.
He probably gone. He probably gone. So I don't know.
How do you draft Favre, Rodgers, Love?
LaFleur, gut Kunst.
All right, second down. Titans, all they have to do is beat the Texans to get that number 1 spot, possibly getting Henry back for the playoffs. Shawn, how far can this Tennessee team go?
Man, I think if Derrick Henry's right, you know what I'm saying, they proved they could rush the ball, but now if you are able to spell Derrick Henry, get AJ Brown back, sprinkle in a little Julio, you know what I'm saying, like little Anthony Ferkser, give me a Ryan Tannehill run, you know what I'm saying? They can win the Super Bowl. Like this is a Super Bowl contending team. If the defense can continue to like shut down, elite wide receivers, and Jalen Waddle is looking very elite as far as late in the season. So they need to keep doing that. And the defense has been better. The defensive line has never been the problem in Tennessee. Jeff Simmons is a dog, bro. Like, yeah. So like they get them corners right. They're a Super Bowl contending team, man. Good question.
I like it.
Good question. Listen, third down. All right. Listen, the Colts are making the playoffs. The Colts are making the playoffs. Realistically, Drew. Realistically, can Carson Wentz win 4 straight games against the NFL's elite to win a Super Bowl?
No. Jonathan Taylor could.
Well, and that's so
Carson Wentz can.
That's man. That's part of the problem, though, is because Taylor still had a.
What if Matt Ryan went to the Colts? You think I know that no, they wouldn't. I'm just playing theoretically in my head.
Right.
You know I mean, like that would be a better fit than Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty. Yeah, that would be Matt Ryan behind that offensive line. John Taylor,
Pittman.
Yeah.
Campbell.
Saucy. Yeah. It's saucy.
T.Y. having a resurrection.
So, you don't even think.
I think Wentz is going to do. I mean, there's too many good teams in the AFC.
Yeah.
That I think. I mean, anybody could beat anybody on a given day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not ruling them out. Like, they make the playoffs. It's especially with what they did to the Patriots, 2 weeks ago. I mean, they can handle their own, but I feel like at some point Carson Wentz will cost that team.
Yeah. So it's really the 4 straight. That's what I'm saying. Like 4 straight games,
flawless games.
Yeah,
flawless games.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and you like, I feel like most quarterbacks are going to make some mistakes. I mean, like we won the chip last year, and Tom Brady threw 3 picks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, down the stretch. So like, there's going to be some mistakes. Your defense is going to have to overcome. But that guy, I had to ask you.
Well, fourth down kind of piggybacks off of that. Because going back to the beginning of the year, one of the biggest stories was that Carson Wentz trade. So both teams are going to make the playoffs. Who's going to be the tougher out? The Eagles, Wentz's old team, or the Colts, Wentz's current team?
Wow. Man, I think in terms of the path and like, if this was intra-conference play, like it'd be something.
Yeah, who would
something different?
If you're the Bucks right now and forget the NFC, AFC,
right?
First round matchup, would you be more scared of the Eagles or the Colts?
No, Colts. Definitely the Colts. Because of those like Carson Wentz's like his downs are down, but like he can get hot, and you saw that in the game against the Bucks. Like he was ready to play and he was touching us up, and You know what I'm saying? Like, and you add in Jonathan Taylor, you add in the fact that they have that defense stingy secondary. You know what I'm saying?
Still
Stingy
want Forrest
secondary,
Buckner to get that, like
top level
recognition. I feel like
Yeah.
he's playing top level. I just don't feel like he's ever in the conversation for like defensive player of the year or anything like that. Like I wish he would get that recognition because my man's a beast.
He is, and he's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, he really is. But no, it's definitely got to be the Colts, Drew. It's got to be the Colts in this.
I agree with you on that. I unfortunately think the Eagles made some great improvements and they're fun to watch, but I think they're going to get thumped in the first round.
Hopefully, it's the Bucs that's playing them. Like, listen, I mean, like the playoffs is the playoffs. Am I confident in my team? Yes, but do I want an easier path as far as in the first round? Because eventually there's no easier path. I think you got to go through these teams, but like in the first round, like I want to get my feet wet with a team who is limping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I don't want to have the hardest matchup in the first round.
Would you rather, is that who you'd rather play? Or would you rather play the 49ers or?
Nah, I want for me, I want the Eagles or the 49ers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? First
the
round.
Saints or Cardinals.
Nope. I don't want the Saints. I don't want the Cardinals.
That's fair.
I damn sure don't want the Rams, even though I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, I think they're going to win their
Rams. Division. Yeah. So
okay.
We'll see,
all right. Man. Cool, man. All right. Well, got some housekeeping notes for you.
Let's do it.
Bengals clinched the AFC North, first playoff berth since 2015.
Bruh. I mean,
that just caught me off guard. Back in the playoffs since 2015. I mean, with all those Dalton years, they were there every year. You know what I mean? It's just 2015.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like they had so many first round losses, and I think that's what kind of told the tape, like the tail of the tape on Andy Dalton. But those are some good teams, and 2015 don't seem that long. Maybe it don't seem that long to me because that's the last time Duke won a national championship. Shout out to Duke, that 2015 squad. But that's what I'm saying. Like it was a long time, 7 years ago. So
that's crazy.
You know who remembers though, Drew?
Pepperidge Farm.
The fans, well, always. the fans remember. It's been a long 7 years for them boys. So shout to the Bengals, man.
That's fair. Titans had some good news, bad news kind of thing. Henry expected back in practice on Wednesday. But then also their linebacker, Bud Dupree, we were talking about that defense, rested on misdemeanor assault charges, beat up a store clerk here in Nashville.
Wow. What was, I mean, like, I want to know. I got questions. I need answers. You know what I mean?
I wish I could have been like three people behind him in line. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, was it over a pack of cools?
What happened? I need to know. I need details.
I need details.
Do you see the we were talking about Sirianni and his embarrassing podium moments. You see Joe Judge saying that there's no clown to sit in a clown show organization.
Man, it's looking like it ain't nothing but a clown show organization out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is Joe Judge talking about? That's a clown answer.
They already said you're coming back, man. Calm down.
Oh, well, that's it. You know what? That's what it is. He got a little feisty because he is coming back.
So he got a little bit of extra leash. If he gets dropped now, they're like, well, we were going to keep you. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Washington football team set to announce the new team name and logo February 2nd, right around the corner.
Drew, I'll be very honest. I am very curious about this. They set a date. I
love a good team name and logo, so I'm super excited about it.
Well, I mean, the world's paying attention now because they've been the football team for so long. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna laugh so hard, be like, we're the football team.
I had a daydream today that they was just like, we're going back to the Washington Redskins. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're the Redskins.
They did say it will not be the Wolves or Red Wolves because of copyright trademark issues. So that's one name we can forget about.
All right. Well, interesting. I'm interested. One of the only times I'm interested in the Washington.
Right. Because they did have the railing collapse in front of Jalen Hurts. Fans fell out. Washington did not care.
NDAs.
Cowboys wide receiver Gallup tears his ACL. That's gonna hurt going down the stretch.
Yeah. But Cedric Wilson steps right in. Good, valuable replacement there. So maybe not too much of a drop off, but maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield having surgery. He is out on Sunday. Has he played his last game in Cleveland?
Oh man, I asked you this question like last week, 2 weeks ago, and I think like you convinced me, man. I think you have to keep Baker instead of
last
like
night looked rough.
The field. You know what I mean?
Last night looked rough.
It was very rough, and they
lost.
The
Matt
game.
Ryan's out there.
I mean,
I just love every team we talk about with a quarterback problem. Matt Ryan's out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Get him out of our division, please.
Yeah. Don't put a team around him. Get him out. Like, hey, you know what? Matt Ryan out. Jordan Baker Love in, baby.
Yeah. Straight up trade. Bills wide receiver Manuel Sanders dealing with a knee injury. So that's something to keep an eye on. Because that's not going to help Josh Allen in that passing game if all he has is Diggs and non-COVID protocol wheeling Beasley.
And he's been quiet as hell, quieter than he's been about COVID.
Because he's been getting all them fines. Man, get fined every week. Colts defensive back Xavier Rhodes left game Sunday with a hamstring injury. So something to keep an eye on with that Colts defense.
Yep.
And Sean, don't look now, but Chiefs have some more offensive line worries. Niang torn patella tendon. Orlando Brown's dealing with a calf injury, and Kyle Long is still out. So, ouch.
This is not what you want to hear if you are Patrick Mahomes. He had nightmares. Shaq Barrett chasing him. You know what I'm saying?
He's practicing his parallel passes.
Oh my God, that is not what you want to hear at this time. If you are a Chiefs fan, we don't care. If you're a playoff team, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're one of the other playoff
survival
teams,
of the fittest now.
It is. At this point, your boy's ruthless. Like, I got a taste for blood last year, and I want another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want another chip. So I want
one.
Speaking of the chips, let the chips fall where they may.
You got
I want the Bucks to win. I'm sorry.
One. This Braves World Series has got me feeling what it's like to be a winner again. I need this.
Wet your whistle a little bit. You know,
I can't go another 26 years, Sean.
Where will we be at? Nickel and Dime, season 57, baby. You
hit that subscribe button now in case you want to be here for season 50. All right, let's do a quick playoff check-in because things about to get interesting. Got some teams that are fighting for some limited spots.
They are.
The AFC, it all comes down to Colts, Chargers, Raiders. And I guess the Steelers aren't technically mathematically eliminated. I don't know how, but they're not.
That tie? It's that tie.
The tie, man.
It's the tie, man. Maybe it just
tie.
If you know it's better than a loss. So like maybe sometimes you should just play for the tie if the goal is indeed to get in the playoffs.
The Panthers made it in the playoffs one time with a tie. 7-8-1, baby.
That's what I'm saying. And then y'all went to the Super Bowl shortly after that season, didn't you?
It was like 2 or 3 years after.
That's what I'm saying. So like you just gotta get in, you get a taste for it. Next thing you know,
you
know what I mean? So, but like checking in, bro, it's looking like I love a winning in scenario, man. So like New Orleans, Atlanta, San Fran, Rams. I mean, why they do this though? Because San Fran definitely has the harder path through.
Oh, no doubt. You got to play the Rams, who's still trying to win. Like seeding wise?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Brutal, dude.
I wonder, like, what do you think Shanahan is going to scheme up for? Because this is a playoff game for them. They have to win to be in.
This is a playoff game before the playoffs.
Yeah. And I like not like obviously I'm a 49ers fan this week. weekend, because
if the
Saints lose, then they're done anyway. But if the Niners lose, the Saints are in. That is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know. I'm not sure what happens if both of them lose at this point. But you know what I'm saying?
I think the
Niners might still get in.
I think the Niners still win if they both lose.
All right, let me see.
Yeah, because Niners are 9-7, Saints are 8-8. So Saints have to win, Niners have to lose.
Yes. Okay. Yep. So both lose or Niners go, baby. I need one or the other.
Yeah. I mean, oh God, if y'all meet them again in the playoffs, wow.
Now, it's hard, like, again, it's hard to beat a team 3 times, man, but I just don't like the way the team plays.
I know. Hey, I get it, because y'all might get that win, but it might cost you something else.
It will with them players.
Taking out Brady's knees.
They see us 3 times. Yeah, they see us 3 times. They coming back, man. They coming back.
I got you. Well, the AFC is the same. Chargers, Raiders, winner gets in.
Yeah.
And then the Colts just have to win, and they're in.
Yeah.
But I think no matter, like, if the Colts don't win, I think they're out. I think no matter if they lose, then it doesn't matter. I think both Chargers and Raiders get in if Colts lose.
I'm not sure. Well, and that might be the case, but like nobody's expecting them to lose because they're playing the Jaguars. What a story it would be if. Yeah, so like if the Colts lose, let's say I'm at it right now, so just doing this live. If the Colts lose, and the Raiders win, oh God,
were they like, what had happened here? Well, what happened here? Well, who won here?
Yeah, right, yeah, and that's pretty much what it was. So like I basically put on there that the Jaguars won and the Colts. Jaguars won, Colts lost, and then like as soon as I did that, I think I changed. Oh yeah, I put the Raiders winning, and then the Steelers got in. So I was like, oh,
that's how the Steelers aren't eliminated yet.
Right?
If the Jaguars win, then and the Raiders win, then boom, their Big Ben lives to fight another day.
Dang,
wouldn't that be crazy?
That'd be crazy, but obviously they have to beat the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? So like it's going to get crazy this weekend, folks. It's going to get crazy this weekend. Sorry to take us all out of frame and stuff there. You know what I'm saying? But listen, these playoffs is craziness, man.
Yeah. Well, let's talk these matchups because we got 3 big playoff worthy matchups for you. So Shawn, what is your matchup of the week?
Bro, my matchup of the week is San Francisco at LA Rams. And Drew, listen, we just talked about it before, man. San Fran really needs this win. I don't know what the Jimmy Garoppolo situation is going to bring.
But I think see if I can find an update on.
I think it's going to be Trey Lance. And honestly, like that's what I'm saying. Like in a 1-game scenario, man, something is telling me that Kyle Shanahan is going to scheme his ass off this week to throw everything, including the baby and the bathwater, like at the Rams to try to like win this game because they have to get in the playoffs. And I think and this is what I'm saying, like Mariota, Trey Lance, Ryan Tannehill, like having Josh Allen, having a rushing quarterback who is also dangerous with the element of surprise in the playoffs. I don't want to face that team. You know what I'm saying? Like in a 1-game scenario, I don't want to face that team.
Garoppolo is a game time decision. They are hopeful he plays.
Man, I swear Shanahan played 2 quarterbacks in this game, man. Like, just go with Lance, man. Just go with Lance. Like,
because do you really want to put him out there and get? I mean, you got to win this game, but that Rams defense, man, you think he comes out healthier?
Well, they're resurgent and stuff. Like, we just talked about Von Miller earlier with another 2 sacks. But San Francisco's offensive line has been protected, pretty well. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why I say I want to see if indeed Trey Lance is ready as far as the passing game is concerned. That's what like I want to see. I want to see him mix in a lot of different elements. So not only is this is more important for the Niners, but I just want to, if he is the best choice, if Trey Lance is the best choice, as far as kind of throwing the Rams off, this is a divisional game as well. Put him out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like let it fly. Jimmy
G.
Yeah.
I like it, man. Well,
That's
my
what I got.
matchup is the other one in the NFC that counts. The Saints at Falcons. A little divisional rivalry as well. Falcons not playing for much, but pride.
Yeah. I mean,
Can Taysom Hill get it done? That's the real question here. Can Taysom Hill do enough to win this game?
can he? Definitely, especially after throwing for 200 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like adding that in there. But Drew, if you are Atlanta, what better way to end your season than by crushing the
Knocking the
dream
Saints out of the playoff
of the Saints, man? I don't know, man. Like, what do you think the Atlanta offense can do against that Saints defense, though? That's the question.
That is a big question because that's been the tough spot for everything. Is they're going to get the quarterback, they're going to get to Matt Ryan. Can Mike Davis in this run game do anything? Cordell Patterson might be the key to this game. Like little check down passes to him. You know what I mean? Like I can see that disrupting this defense a little bit, and then get some people to come up a little bit, and then they hit some deep passes after that. You know what I mean? Like so, I it would be fun to kind of try to game plan for this game for sure. Because I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't win,
right, yeah, exactly. And
I hope this would be a
Atlanta,
game to try some stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And like a divisional game, give it to it for your fans. But like, I just hope they don't come on some like organizational BS and be like intentionally losing the game so they can better.
Who's their backup? You know what I mean? Like, who would they put in? Let me see here. I got you right here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if they start benching players to lose. I mean, you're 7-9. You're not getting. Oh, yes, Josh Rosen.
Oh my God. You know they losing. They put Rosen.
I could see them playing Philippe Franks just to kind of get a gauge on his future.
Yeah, I could see that. I'd rather see Felipe Franks than Josh Rosen.
Oh, no doubt.
At this point. So I think Atlanta would too.
Everybody would.
Yeah.
No one wants to see Josh Rosen. Don't play Josh Rosen. All right. Well, the marquee matchup has to be the one for all the marbles in the AFC. The LA Chargers at the Death Star Vegas Raiders.
Man, this game is for all the marbles.
They flex it as Sunday night.
Yes. And that's what I want to see, like under the lights, like these two teams. The Raiders have been inconsistent. The Chargers have been inconsistent. Who is going to get in the playoffs? And Drew, I gotta think like the favorite has to be the Chargers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what?
That's
like
when
what?
the Raiders win. You know what I mean? Like when they're not supposed to win, that's when the Raiders win.
Yeah, it is, man. And they like that's what I'm saying. Like they had a workmanlike performance. I don't know if a workmanlike performance is going to be as dynamic of an offense as the Chargers can be because they're not injured right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chargers aren't injured. They have all their guys, Eckler, Williams, Keenan Allen. They didn't do much, but they can. And that's the thing is I don't know if Derek Carr is going to be able to keep up with that offense. I know Jacobs is going to give you what he does. Like I would love to see a Jacobs go off game. And honestly, like out of the two quarterbacks at this point, like I definitely trust Herbert more than I trust Carr. You know what I mean? But like both of them have the penchant for throwing multiple turnovers in a game, though. So like,
Herbert's known to break your heart, my dude. Trust me.
Right. I know. Damn right. So give me. I mean, like. I really like I don't want to say I like the Chargers in this game, but like I mean maybe I do. I don't know. We stay tuned for the locks, but listen, man, out of the two quarterbacks, I'm taking Herbert.
I'm taking Herbert for the supporting cast.
Yeah,
he's got a better supporting cast to help him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the Raiders have the slight edge in the rushing game, but with the dynamic back like Eckler, he doesn't have to run the ball per se.
Yeah. Yeah.
Find other ways to hurt you.
Yeah. And that's what I want to see the defense. I wonder what the Charger defense is going to be able to do. So they flexed it for a reason, folks. They flexed it for a reason.
I know I'm going to be on the couch watching. Can't
Hell
wait.
yeah. Hell
Can't
yeah.
wait. We get football on Saturday, too. Come on.
Oh, double header on Saturday too, man.
Yeah, some
Double
good
header on
games, too.
Saturday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let's get into these locks. We're both 18 and 14. We both went 1-1 last week.
Damn.
KC let me down. I had them over Cincy, but the Ravens did lose to the Rams. You picked the Chargers over Denver, but the Raiders did not lose to the Colts like you suspected. So we are tied heading into the last week.
Weren't we tied going into the season, like going into the playoffs of the Super Bowl last year or something like that too? Like
going in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we were pretty even all season.
Yeah.
All right, so we did make a little side wager here. So like for you, the people, we aren't choosing cupcake games because there's obviously some teams that are going to lose. We are choosing the marquee matchups of this week, like the coin flip games. We are putting our locks on the line for you to folks. Like and subscribe. Let's go. All
right, who you got winning this week?
Listen, man, for as much as I really don't want it to happen, I think there's no shot that the Niners win this game this week. I think there's no shot the Niners win this game. So I got the Niners losing to the Rams at home to end their season, basically, to end their season.
I, too, have San Fran losing to the Rams this week. I couldn't justify it.
I just don't see it. So
what you got is your other guarantee?
Oh, man. I don't know that like I'm willing to put my lock on the line for Los Angeles, Las Vegas. Let me see if there's another
I'm going Chargers beat the Raiders. I've been pulling for the Chargers all year.
Man.
I'm not varying from it now. Chargers going to the Death Star, get the W.
Oh man. All right, fine. We'll have a lock off. I'm going with the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders. Let's go. I don't believe in them, but now I believe in them. Like I want to see them pull off the improbable. And they're at home, so like maybe that matters. Maybe that matters.
Maybe Zay Jones just has a game of his life.
Again, they're gonna need him to. Hunter Renfrow, that dude is so shifty. Matter of fact, Drew, I had weirdly, and I was thinking about this, talking about daydreams. Is it? I thought about Hunter Renfrow when I was thinking about it. Like he is so shifty as a receiver. Are the shiftier wide receivers because like there's like the way that they move? Is it just that they hear better than other receivers? Because like almost like they have eyes in the back of their head. You know what I mean?
I've kind of equated it to the shiftier receivers seem to have a higher football IQ. Does that make sense?
Yeah, knowing angles, knowing the angles. Yeah.
They know they've studied the film. They know where they need to go exactly. You know what I mean? Like I feel like some of the guys that don't know football that well are just like, I run here. You know what I mean? Like,
and I had to ask the question when I was thinking about it because I was watching the replay of the Raiders game against the Colts, and like there was one play where Renfrow quartered over the middle. He is not scared to do that, and then like the defender was coming from like his like back like hip, you know what I'm saying, like the back of his hip where his kidney is coming from, and he like stopped on a dime and like went around him, and I was like, damn, like he didn't even see him coming. Like did he hear the footsteps? I don't know. So that's what made me ask the question.
I think they just know situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I would equate it to. I don't know.
I got you. What? They're so smart, man.
Yeah.
So smart. I love Hunter Renfrow, man. Love that.
Yeah. I love when he talks routes too. Like I love when he gets on an interview and they're like, what happened here? And he's like, well, the Z route and the 52 in.
That's probably why he is who he is.
Like, good God, dude.
Yeah.
All right. You got any step up candidates this week?
Bro, I mean,
we hadn't had anybody had to step up in a while. So I figured we'd last week step up. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, and this is from the heart here, and I try to downplay or not talk about the Bucks too much because I don't want to bore you guys. But listen, Drew, have you seen Devin White? Like do I need to put out a missing persons report for this man? Do I need to, kind of talk to the local authorities in Tampa? Like, I ain't seen him. I haven't seen him. So, like, clearly this man is missing Levante David. I thought that Devin White was supposed to be that dude. Christian McCaffrey was calling this man the best linebacker in the league last year. And he, put it this way. If Splash Plays was having a party, Devin White is persona non grata. Okay? Like, where you at, bro? Where's Get Live at? Where's Get Live at? Step up. You supposed
he can
to be
take
that
over
dude.
a game. I've seen it.
And where's he at? That's what I'm saying. Bucs fans want him to. We want him to be great, and he has shown everything but that for stretches of time this season. I want more. Like from the number 5 pick. I want.
He's
more.
One of your captains.
Step it up. Yep, step it up. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear you. I want to see you.
It's fair enough, man. You need that dude, especially with all these injuries.
Damn right.
You think Fournette comes back?
Oh, definitely. Okay. Yeah, definitely. We need him.
I still want to see Gio get more touches, but whatever.
Well, he's been injured too. Like he's injured, but he might be back this week, maybe next week, something like that. So he'll get his opportunities, especially with Ronald Jones possibly nursing an ankle. So Ronald
healthy, man.
Yeah, Ronald Jones is done in Tampa. I think he's done. Yeah.
See at the Nets game with Brown.
Damn right.
Chilling. Well, Shawn, where can they find you on social media?
Oh man, at the Kid Suds on Twitter, at @nickel_dom FB. Like and follow us there. Of course, on the Twitter, we definitely interact and hit us up with whatever you got. Of course, at the illustrious @nickel_dom football on IG. Drew, where can they find you at, bro?
I got some dates on the calendar, so check out drewharrisoncomedy.com. Recording an album, putting out a special.
Let's go.
In February, filming it. So I don't know what the turnaround time is for that, but it's going to be on a really cool app called Project Nerd on Roku TV.
Let's go.
So your boy's going to be on TV.
Let's do it, man. Drew special. Make sure you get that out to the people, man.
Yeah, February 18th and 19th, Dead Crow Comedy Room in Wilmington, North Carolina. So come on down, check a show, be part of history.
Let's do it.
As always, follow me on Instagram at Laugh with Harrison. Hit that subscribe button because we got playoffs coming up and you don't want to miss that. We'll see you next week.